The following music is performed by the musical Messiah, aka the most dangerous Bible believer. Please be advised by how hard it hits.
Wanna have to do it, if you do it, you gon' have to prove it, you gon' lose it. Nigga, living life in my paradigm, shifting time from one state of mind. Something like the truest, yes sir, I can prove it. Go ahead, bring the hallelujah to you. Back up on the beat, back up on the sweet. Pack up all who speak bad on O&E. You don't wanna have to do it, if you do it, you gon' have to prove it, you gon' lose it. Nigga, living life in my paradigm, shifting time from one state of mind. Something like the truest, yes sir, I can prove it. Go ahead, bring the hallelujah to you. Back up on the beat, back up on the sweet. Pack up all who speak bad on O&E. You might know that Neo love, but Neo love O&E above. Switching lanes in the turning lane. Old school, no roof above. Carpool, no room for her. Bitch, you cartoons, we gets it up. We check the sources, you listen to voices. You are not living like us. You say you creeping in houses and all of the monsters is living in fearing of us. Pussy, we are not monsters and we are not pouncing and we are not giving a fuck. We up the score on you niggas. We done outgrown out you niggas, nigga. Yeah, with DM the G, Craig and the Craig and nobody. They saying Judah the Nad, but he be trash. Bring me the bag. Why the fuck would you brag with? No, you ain't living that bad. You are not rad. I take your choices and put them inside of a bag. Smoke them like hash. Then dump out the ash and now the pussy on the crash. You don't wanna have to do it, if you do it, you gon' have to prove it, you gon' lose it. Nigga, living life in my paradigm, shifting time from one state of mind. Something like the truest, yes sir, I can prove it. Go ahead, bring the hallelujah to you. Back up on the beat, back up on the sweet. Pack up all who speak bad on O&E. You don't wanna have to do it, if you do it, you gon' have to prove it, you gon' lose it. Nigga, living life in my paradigm, shifting time from one state of mind. Something like the truest, yes sir, I can prove it. Go ahead, bring the hallelujah to you. Back up on the beat, back up on the sweet. Pack up all who speak bad on O&E.
Man, hey man, Neo Love song is the greatest. So what's good, everyone? How you doing? Come on in, salutations, hello, salute, and whatever you say. Yo, I'm Classic Craig. If DMG's not here to take up the mantle, I'm here to make sure the show goes down. So what's up, everyone? Come on in. This is the Face Off on Paradigm Shift TV 314. We back at it again with another banger coming to you live from the closet. We got something coming in and it is hot. So first off, I would like to introduce an individual who's in the Versus series right now. He is a hot sensation. He's a commodity. The man named himself after one of my favorites NBA players, or maybe an actual engine in a Hellcat or a Scat Pack. But I gotta give it to 713's very own Himmy, the biblical barbarian. So what it do, Himmy? How you doing today, brother? How you feeling?
Yo, what's good? What's good? Appreciate that intro, Craig. Y'all already know it's Himmy, the biblical barbarian. You know what I'm saying? Come here to see what the brother stand on, what he believes, see what we can get it in with. You know, I got a few questions for him. I'm sure you're gonna have some questions for me. You know what I'm saying? We see how this thing go.
All right. And now I'm introducing this new brother right here, man. He's new. He saw us. He said he likes how the platform rolls. He's looking to get into the Versus series. Himmy's in the top five, and he's trying to get ready to get in because the Versus series right now in the rankings is packed, and everybody got to fight for a spot now. Survival of the fittest. There's no room for the weak. So I would like to introduce the Islamic Intimidator. I gotta give a shout out to this man right here because hey, he's a newcomer and he's coming for this man's head. So I gotta give a shout out, a big shout out to Issa. How you doing, brother? How you feeling today?
Man, appreciate the intro, brother. I'm doing well, man. And peace to the brother Himmy. Just a Midwestern brother, man, coming with my truths that I find self-evident. I had a few, like the brother said, I had a few questions for him myself. So, we're going to ride this wave and clash some ideas and see where this discussion goes.
Excellent, 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 man. Yeah. Yeah, we finna get it down together, man. As the man of many voices, man, and man of many talents, man, I gotta let you individuals go ahead and steal the show. But, when it come down to the topic, you guys do a virtual handshake on what you agree with. You can intimidate and interrogate each other all you want. Keep it cordial, respectful. We're gonna get it all together. You know what I'm saying? And but I gotta say though, whatever the topic is, when you guys face off, one of you guys will break, just like Anthony Davis's debut in Dallas when he became a Maverick. So it's gonna be epic, man. So who would like to go first, Himmy or Issa?
I mean, I can see the forward. I'm a newcomer, so I want to see what the brother got, what he got for me. Or he can start out asking his questions about what my beliefs stand.
All right, it's all you, Himmy. What you got?
Yeah, so that is gonna be my first question for you. Like, cause I watched the interview from front to back, man, took some notes. So I know you your religion is Islam, but you subscribe to a few other things and you believe in all paths lead to one source. But I just want to ask you, who is the God that you serve?
Well, for one, God is an English word that comes from the German Gott, which means good. So when it comes to what God I serve the God, also described as the one God, who has come in many different languages by many different names. In Hebrew, he was known as Yah, in Arabic as Allah, Aramaic, Elah, Ilaha, and so forth and so on. The God that I serve is the one God who has always been here in some form of some sort everywhere on this planet Earth amongst all cultures. So that is the God that I serve.
Yeah, but that's kind of a problem. Like that's super vague. You know what I'm saying? Because God has a divine identity. You know what I'm saying? You serve God, but you can't really name him. You know what I'm saying? It's like saying you follow truth but can't identify the source. So that's why I'm asking you, like, if the God you serve has many names, which one commands your obedience? You know what I'm saying? Which one gave you the law? Which one do you worship? You know what I'm saying? Because God ain't just a belief system; it's a placeholder y'all hide behind, so you don't have to commit. Is what it sounds like to me.
No. What I'm saying is this one God has always been here. In Arabic, he is known as Allah. In Aramaic, he is known as Elah. This is the one God that I am talking about, which has always been here.
Okay, so again, I hear you. So okay, you don't forget the name, right? What how does he command your obedience, and what is the laws of the God that you serve? Like, where does it come from? What text does it come from? What do you subscribe to? What do you submit to as an individual?
Okay, so you're talking about a purely scriptural basis. So if you want to go that
I
route,
said any text. I
I
said I'm
will
saying
I
I'm
I will say that I am a Shia Muslim. Shia meaning that I follow the path of the Ahlul Bayt, the 12 Imams. And then my theology expands upon there.
Okay, so you a Shia Muslim.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's the God you serve. So if you're a Shia Muslim, why do you say that there are more than one path to get to God when that's not the Shia Muslim doctrine?
Number one, that is the Shia Muslim doctrine. For this, you would have to have read sayings from the 12 Imams, which expand upon Prophet Muhammad's sayings and expand upon past religions and truths that are evident. They are the ones that expand upon that. And what I mean by saying that there are many paths is that Allah has revealed himself to different people at different times and through different people, and that became a path.
Okay.
Revelation is progressive. You will be so there are some people, just like the Quran says, verily those amongst the Jews and those amongst the Christians and those amongst the Muslims who all believes in Allah and the Sabians, the one day in the resurrection and the judgment will all have their reward from their Lord.
Right. But your specific structure, right? Because you said you're a Shia Muslim, is comes from the Quran, the Hadiths, and the Imams, right? And in your interview, you claim that Ali Quran is the real one. The Ali's Quran is the real one, right?
Yes, the Ali's compilation of the Quran is the most perfect and the realest Quran that was ever composed because it
But
was
you said that
composed.
no one has that one. You stated that in your interview that no one has that one. It can't
Yes,
be
no one
found.
has that one.
So how do you follow something that no one has and can't be found until and it won't be revealed until the end times?
This is the thing. Ali's Quran was in chronological order of the revelation of as it was revealed. And also Ali's Quran had his commentary, you know what I'm saying, from the Prophet, personally from the Prophet on the events surrounding the Quran, its revelation, who it was talking about, who were the hypocrites, who weren't the hypocrites, things of that nature. So he composed that. So the thing that is lost is the commentary from Imam Ali. The Quran as we have it today is fine thereof. But the commentary and the chronological order of the surahs as per the revelation being revealed is not present in the Uthmani text. So it's the same Quran, except without Ali's commentary. The commentary from the Ahlul Bayt, the Imams, the family of the Prophet, that is what expands upon the Quran. And that starts with Ali and ends with Al Mahdi.
No, but I get what you're saying, right? You said that it's the same one, but how do you know it's the same one? If you said that text is lost, no one has it, no one can find it, and it won't be revealed until the end time. How do you know that the Quran you have is the same as Ali's Quran? That I don't understand how you can come to that conclusion if no one has ever seen this Quran.
The only thing that is missing is the commentary. Remember what I said, the commentary and the fact of the surahs, which is chapters, being revealed in chronological order. The commentary of Ali's Quran you can find in the hadiths of the Ahlul Bayt, and they expand upon this doctrine.
Okay, so if God is real, do you think that He would let truth be lost, or is it more likely that you chosen a man-centered system and dress it up as like it's spiritual?
No, Allah would never let truth be lost. That's why the Imams came. Truth
But
wasn't
you just
lost
said that the original Quran, the most complete Quran, is lost and can't be found and won't be revealed until the end times, right? That was your own statement, right?
No, that was, hold on. That was
It
not
is
my statement. My statement
in
is
your interview. I'm
to
not talking
you,
about
hold
right now.
on, hold on. My statement is to you that the only thing missing is Ali's commentary. The Quran itself is fine. And the Imams who came after Ali and after Prophet Muhammad all agreed thereof.
How can you prove that the only thing missing is his commentary if no one has the original Quran from Ali? I don't understand that. How can
Because
you prove?
the
Mhm.
Imams expounded upon that. Everything is talked about. The Imams expounded upon that. There's 12 imams
What did they expound upon if they don't have an original document, sir?
because they are the house of the revelation.
You didn't answer my question.
This is
What
this is
did they expound upon? If I have a text, if I find a manuscript, right, then I can expound on something. But if I don't have anything, it's nothing there. How can they expound on something? That makes no. You said
are you familiar with Shia anthology at all?
That's neither here nor there. I'm asking
No,
you
I'm
that
asking.
question.
It's a yes or no question. Then I'm gonna answer your question because it feeds into
Yeah.
that.
No, enlighten me.
Okay. Shia anthology is that the complete Quran with the Ahlul Bayt commentary is kept with the Imams at all times. They are the ones that hold that. Imam Mahdi holds that Quran until his reappearance. In Shia theology, Imam Mahdi and the Messiah slay the Antichrist.
I still don't see
So
how you get that they have expounded on something that they couldn't read, that they had no knowledge of. How can you
how
expound
did
on?
how
How
did
did they
they
have?
have no knowledge of it
Because you
when
said it was so that you're
listen, I'm gonna
contradicting
tell you.
yourself. You said that it was lost and that no one has it, no one knows
Listen,
where it
no,
is,
no,
and
no,
it
no, no,
will
no,
be
no,
revealed
no.
until the end
No
times.
one of us has it. It is kept. Imam Ali, when he came to the companions and they rejected it,
Mhm.
he said, "You will never see it again until the rise of the Mahdi." Ali gave it to his son, the second Imam, Imam Hassan. Imam Hassan gave it to his son, Imam Hussein. Imam Hussein gave it to his son, Imam Zain al-Abidin, and so forth and so forth and so forth until the 12th.
There we go. So you saying that it was passed? So then they do have the original one. If he gave it to
They are the house of revelation.
listen
Yes,
to what I'm saying though, sir. First you said that no one had the original, right? That it wouldn't be found, it wouldn't be revealed until the end times. Now you saying that it's been passed down through the 12 imams. So that means that they do have it because it's been
they
passed
have it.
down.
The Mahdi has it.
So that means that you would have it today as well.
No, no, you don't. That's like having the original Injil that was revealed to Christ. You don't have that.
Yeah, this is crazy. Um, I just don't see how you originally said that the imams didn't. Even the imam, you said no one had Ali's original Quran, but then you said he passed it to his son, and then it was passed down generation after generation after generation. So that means that the Qurans would have been passed down over the original Quran would have been passed down generation after generation. That's not missing. That's not lost. That's being passed down.
Listen, I never said it was missing. That
You did.
commentary is with Imam Mahdi. Like that's why I asked you, do you understand Shia theology?
Yeah, but
Because
I'm going
Imam
based off
Mahdi,
your own
listen,
word.
Imam Mahdi is in occultation, which means which is Gaiba, the unseen, until the end of times. You know what I'm saying? The only thing, and then I told you that the difference in between that Quran and the Quran that we have today is the commentary from Imam Ali. That's the only difference. And then you ask, well, how do you know that is for sure that's the assured one? And I told you that it had been passed down from Imam Ali to the second Imam, third Imam, fourth Imam, so forth and so forth.
That's not what you said in your interview. But
That
okay,
that
I'll
is what I
accept it.
said.
No, you said that it was lost and it wouldn't be revealed until you said the Quran that we have today is not the original Quran, and the original Quran wouldn't be revealed until the end times. Specifically, is what you said. But we can move on. Uh, you believe in spiritual intuition over divine instruction?
Um, in certain circumstances, I would have to say that, and then let me explain what I mean by that. Every human being is given a sort of fitra, of inspiration from God, natural inspiration. You know what I'm saying? From the one God. Some more than others. Prophets exhort that more than anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because they're inspired directly from the law of Allah. So it's for the regular human being. No, but it depends the situation. Sometimes Allah might inspire you to do something, and that's the way you're supposed to go because it's God inspired. But not to say that you go out there a regular person and says that, oh yeah, I'm a prophet and I'm finna reveal something. No, you regular person is not on that level. So for certain instances, yeah, but in other instances, no. I would have to go that route on that question.
So let me ask you this then. When it comes to God, the Most High, the Creator, do you believe truth is something we discover through discipline and submission to what He reveals? Or is it just something we feel out and piece together over time based on what makes sense to us?
At first, yes, and until you and
Yes, to
I'm
what?
going into Islamic theology on this one a little bit. What I mean by that is, like, say when you're born, right? You go on basically purely instincts. You a infant, then a toddler, and then you a preteen, and then in Islamic theology, once you become Balik, knowing between right and wrong, you start to be held a little bit more accountable. So I couldn't I wouldn't say
You wouldn't say what?
that, like, because everything's like a progression. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
So you
life is a
saying
progression.
so you don't believe that we discover truth, the truth through discipline and submission to what God reveals. You think it's just something that we fill out and piece together over time. That's what you're saying. You don't believe that there's
No,
divine.
at first, yeah, but once you get old of age and old enough to decide between good and wrong, you start to study. You know what I'm saying? So it's 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 like it's God given inspiration, but you do get it from adhering to His laws. But before you of age, you don't have to adhere to any laws.
What? As soon as you find out the truth, you have to adhere to it. What do you mean? I don't understand what you're saying. If I find out at 5 that Christ exists and Christ is real, right? At that point, I have a decision to make. If I find out at 45, if I find out at 65, you see what I'm saying? So, but that
Mm.
truth was always there. It wasn't created because I found it out. You see what I'm saying? I'm not piecing together truth. Divine instruction has always existed, or you don't agree with that. You think that Allah is just allowing people to roam the earth and figure it out as they go.
No, divine instruction is true. But what I'm saying is, once you become of age, that's when you have to act upon it. Even if you find out the truth about the one God at 5 years old, 5 years old is not the parameter of, if any 5 year old dies, you're going to Jannah. A 5 year old is not going to hell. That's what I'm saying. Like, when you become of age and you become balik, you become mature, then you must act on the truth. But before then, no.
So, do you
5 years
believe that
old, you're
there's
not
one?
held to account whether you know the truth or not at 5 years old.
Who, but you making that up. Do you believe that there is one absolute truth when it comes to God that that and what He requires, or can everybody have their own truth and still be right?
The the only absolute truth is that God is one.
What? So
That
then
is,
you just
listen,
totally
the
contradicted your point about divine instruction.
listen,
If
listen,
divine instruction, listen though, divine instruction would be truth, right? That's God's truth. That whether that's His moral standard, whatever, right? That's the truth. So if there's divine instruction that comes with who God is, how he relates to his people, right? How can you say that there's no then later say there's no one truth? It can be multiple people can be right. That makes no, and the only truth is that God is real. That makes no sense.
No, I said the only
I
absolute
mean that
truth
there's
is
only
that
one
God is
God.
one.
I mean that, yeah,
That's
that's
what I said. That's the only absolute truth is that God is one. I'm
no.
not
The
talking
absolute
about
truth is how he exists.
Okay.
right,
How
but
does
I'm
that
not
one?
talking about
So hold on
pantheism,
real quick.
polytheism, or anything else. I'm talking about monotheism.
So
And
so
that is the only absolute truth is that God is one.
so hold on
What's
real
up,
quick.
Fred?
Hold on real quick, YouTube. Okay, so what I'm seeing, there's a different view between a Western and an Eastern concept of God a little bit, and I understand the disconnect. So this is what I'm gonna do, right? I'm gonna help you two out, and sometimes either me or DMG have to step in during face-offs like this, right? Because we're kind of going around in circles. So check this out. Issa, right? Now you're a Muslim, right? Now you're over here in America. That right there, since it's a Christian country, well, founded in a Christian country and stuff like that, whatever, right? It's kind of awkward. You see what I'm saying? So, what are your views or your issues with Christianity?
Well, my only issue with Christianity would be the splitting of apart of God into three persons and the deification of Christ into God, even though Christ called out to God and said that he didn't do of his will, but he only did of the Father's.
Well, why would there be an issue for you if there is many truths? You're contradicting your own doctrine.
No, and okay, let me
That would be
respond
the
to that.
truth.
Let me respond to that point that you just made. The truth is that Christ is the Messiah. He is the Messiah. I have no problem with that. He's the Christ. He's the anointed. I have no problem with that. The problem goes into the worshiping of Christ instead of worshiping the Father.
We do worship the Father.
So let me ask you this.
But he said Christians, though, and most
Yeah.
Christians,
I
a
am
lot of
a
Christians
Christian.
worship Christ.
I'm a Christian and I worship the Father. Christ is God, but he's
So
not the Father. He's the Son.
so let me ask you this, right? Let me ask you this, Himmy. So there is different denominations. Like there's different sects over there, and with Islam, you know what I'm saying? You got Sunni, all that, Sufi, all that, right? Um, Let me ask you this. So is Christ God to you, or is he not?
You talking to
No,
me?
Christ is not God, not to me.
I'm just talking to Himmy. Is Christ God
Oh,
to you?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Christ is God.
So Christ is God to you. So
Yes.
Issa, Christ isn't God to you, right?
no.
Okay. So maybe that can be a topic right there.
I don't think he want that. I
I
don't
mean,
think he want
I
that.
mean, I'm just saying.
Listen, we can discuss it. We gon' matter of fact, we gonna name the topic the 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 divineship or the sonship of Christ. Truth or fiction. So we can just start off from there.
You could throw
Would you
that
like
out. I got more, yeah, but I'm not going on purely defense. You're gonna have to define what you stand in, bro. Y'all not finna just keep trying to put Christians on the ropes. So if everybody's truth is valid, then what makes truth divine, fam? And you can't deny what I'm saying is true if you're saying that everybody's truth is valid.
I'm not saying that everybody's truth is 100% valid. What I'm saying is that there is a hint of 100% truth in a lot of what people are practicing. You know what I'm saying? Just like the 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 original Hebrews before Christ's advent. You know what I'm saying? Their truth was 100% valid until Christ's advent. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm speaking on. There is some truth in everything. God did deal with the Hebrews. You know what I'm saying? Specifically. So there's truth in that. You know what I'm saying? But if they deny Christ, which was the next to us, to me, prophet to come out of Bani Israel, then they are no longer on the truth. Even though some people may be raised up like that and never know the other side. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by everybody's truth. There's validity in everybody's truth. And just me as a Muslim and you as a Christian, I see the truth in Christ. You know what I'm saying? Even though I believe that deifying him and worshiping him instead of the Most High is wrong, there's still truth. Christ was sent to them. You know
You
what I'm
don't see
saying?
the truth in Christ because the truth that the Bible gives you about Christ, you don't follow when it comes to your religion, right? The truth about Christ in the Bible is that he's the Son of God, right? Is that he is divine, right? And that he was crucified. You guys don't believe that in your faith. So you don't believe the truth about Christ. You believe a fractured truth that Muhammad gave y'all. So that's the lie right there. That you believe in the truth of Christ. You don't.
See, this is the thing. In the Quran, it said that they slayed him not, but it was made to look to appear that they slayed him.
Right. Somebody, an imposter was slayed.
You know what I'm saying? That's some people's interpretation, but that's what the Quran says,
That's
that
not
it
what
was
the
made to
Bible
look.
says.
So so when saying that, we do believe in the truth of Christ. We believe that he was the Messiah, he was the Messiah, and that he's coming back to help set the world straight.
Watch this.
But
Where did
we
Muhammad find out about
we
how did Muhammad find out about Christ?
what do you mean? How did Muhammad find out about
How
Christ?
how did Muhammad find out about who Christ was, how he lived, who he was as a person, whether he was divine or not? How did Muhammad discover these things?
Well, number one, there were Jews and Sabians living in Mecca. There was plenty of religions in Mecca, including the most often polytheism. You
He
know what
got
I'm
it from the
saying?
Bible. Just say he got it from the Bible.
I wouldn't say that he got it from the Bible because the Bible is, well, when I'm talking about the New Testament, that is Paul's writings. Most of it is compositions of Paul, even though he never walked with Christ.
Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. What are you talking
Uh,
about?
Everything else is Paul.
You got Peter. What do you mean? Everything is not
Paul
Paul.
wrote most of the New Testament.
He didn't write most of anything. But
Well,
I'm telling, don't let don't you want to get
how
into an
many books
argument
out of
about
the New Testament did Paul write,
this?
sir?
Let's talk. Let's stick with John. John said Christ was divine. John said, "In the beginning was the Word. The Word was with God, and the Word was God." Right? That's what John said. Don't try to
And
skip to Paul.
that verse is not found in some earlier manuscripts. And a lot of biblical scholars agreed that that verse is a forgery.
So hold on real quick, you two. Let's get this. And I shout out to Silky D. But check it out, right? I noticed the back and forth between you two, and I enjoy it. It's quite interesting, very philosophical. You know what I'm saying? Educational too. So let's. How about we got to come up with a topic where you guys get a grounding. You feel me? So you can schedule the debate. You know what I'm saying? So check it out. Let's do this, right? How about we do? You know, and I'm just throwing something out there. Which is better, the Bible, or you have the Quran, or you guys can pretty much go on is the Messiah, Christ, should he be worshipped? You see what I'm saying? You know, it's a lot of topics we can get into because you guys are going
I
around.
got a topic. Is divine truth? Hold on, I wrote this down. Let me see what this topic I want to do. Is divine truth? Hold on. Revealed or realized?
You said is divine truth revealed or
Revealed
realized?
or realized?
Okay, so in what?
Well, divine truth is revealed. I answer that off the rip. It's revealed. That's why it's called revelation.
But that
Wahi in
just
Arabic.
contradicts everything. If divine truth is revealed, then that's divine instruction, right? If it's not realized, you can't wait. That means it don't matter when you discover it. It was always that.
So
It
let
was,
me, let me ask you a question, Himmy. Okay, so
yo,
both
it's
books,
crazy.
both books are basically have their own version of divine truth, right? So
Mhm.
are you trying to say is it realized from his point or your point?
From any point.
From
I'm
any
saying
point?
I want him to stand on something. He keeps dancing around who God is, what type of
Mhm.
instruction you're supposed to follow, and there are many truths that lead to one path. I don't think that's true. I think there's one divine truth, right? And that is revealed, right? Like he said, that is revealed,
Mhm.
and that is what you must follow. He ducks that because he don't want to submit to anything.
No, I don't duck it. I'm saying, okay, there are remote tribes on this planet, right? That don't have contact with modern human civilization at all, to the point where they're protected by other people. You know what I'm saying? So nobody will bother them. That person is not judged on the same truth as me or you.
Yo, truth is truth, man. It don't change person to person. God has no respect of persons, bro. You making that up. This is what I'm
No,
saying.
that's a
If
nat
there's
that
a
is a
divine,
natural disposition. So
but
you're telling me
you
that
keep
the
giving
remote
humans
man, the the,
no,
the
but you
remote
keep
man
this
is
is what
going
you
to
keep
be
doing, bro.
held
You keep
to the
giving
truth.
you
To
listen, you keep giving humans authority over God, and that's not how it works. You believe that God exists. God is the creator of everything, right? And that God is monotheistic, right? You believe there's one God, right? So then how can you say that I can decide what's true or what's not? No, God decide what's true or what's not.
I'm
Fam.
not saying that you can decide. What I'm saying is I gave you the example of the remote tribes that have no contact with modern civilization and don't know no truth of one God, whether it's from the Ishmaelite Muhammad perspective or whether it's from the Israelite Isaac perspective. They have no idea and no clue about these different theologies. They are not hit. God is not going to hold them to the same essence that he's going to hold me or you who have came across the truth and 9 times out of 10 have been studying these truths in some form or fashion for a
The
majority
Bible,
of our lives.
see, but that's what I'm saying. That's because you wanna have sympathy for every other religion, right? That's why I'm saying you're not standing on something. But the Bible that I read says that every knee will bow, every tongue will confess, right? That Jesus Christ is Lord.
So
So
let
that's
me
a divine. That would be a divine truth.
so
I'm
so
not.
let
I
me
don't. I'm not gonna say that that's not true just because someone in Saudi Arabia don't know it yet.
so let
No,
me
I
ask.
didn't say in Saudi Arabia. I
Hold, hold
said
on,
remote.
I
You know
know
what
that.
remote
I
is?
know that.
hold on
I'm
right
just.
quick,
That
hold on
was
right
just a
quick, you two,
random.
hold on right quick, you two, hold on right quick, because I'm, this is why I said one is a Western view on God and one is an Eastern view. And I see what Issa was saying that these are individuals he's talking about that have no understanding or contact with the Western world that are not Christianity. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have to find a basis where you guys can agree. You know, Tiger Hunter was talking about is Jesus a deity or a moral Messiah? You know, now
You want to do that one? He
Yeah,
want
we
to do
can do
that.
that.
Is Jesus a deity or just a moral Messiah?
mortal. My bad.
Well, is he? So is he
I wouldn't
deity?
even say moral Messiah. I'd say a deity or a prophet.
You wouldn't say mortal.
Just a prophet? Is Jesus just a prophet? That's what you want to go?
Yeah, because that's really the Islamic debate versus the Christian debate. The Christians deify Christ. We say he's
That's
a
cool.
prophet along a line of great Israelite prophets. He is the greatest Israelite prophet that there ever was. So that is the discrepancy between Christianity and Islam. So that's why I wouldn't say moral Messiah. I would say exactly what it is. You guys think Christ is a deity. We believe he's a prophet. So is he a deity or is he a prophet? That's just the easiest way to go about it.
Is Jesus just a prophet? Right? What you
I'm
think
not
about that?
I'm not
What
using those words. Is he deity or is he a prophet? I didn't say just a prophet because he's much more than just a regular prophet. Just
so
like
what's
you
more than a
had
prophet
minor
mean?
prophets and major prophets. He's not no minor prophet.
Okay, is Jesus just a major prophet? I don't care what you use because he's more than just any type of prophet. He's deified. So is Jesus just a major prophet?
Yes, he is just a major prophet.
Okay,
He
so
is
he's
not
going
a
to be the
deity,
affirmative. That's
and
the you
and
hear him, Craig? Is Jesus just a major prophet? He said yes.
Okay.
yes, he is a major prophet. He is not
I want
a
to
deity. That is why throughout the. Oh,
hold
go
on real
ahead,
quick.
brother.
I want to say my bad. I didn't mean to say moral, like is in like a moral compass and nothing like that. I meant to say mortal. I didn't put the T in there. You know what I'm saying? So, but he said, is Jesus just a prophet? That's the title you two want, right?
He said major because he don't want to use. I wasn't even gonna hold him. I don't care if he's major, minor. He's more than a prophet, more than just a prophet. He's deified. That's
Okay.
evident, and that's gonna be. I don't know how he's gonna prove that he's just a prophet. I'm gonna crush the Quran, show that the Quran is lying on who Jesus is. Right, that's one,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna prove that Jesus is more than just a major prophet, like he's saying.
Okay. All right. So let's just say
How
that.
can
Okay.
he be just a major prophet if he's the Messiah? That makes no. He
Okay.
said he agrees that he's the Messiah.
What does the word Messiah mean?
Oh wait, hold up. Before we get deep into the back and forth, let's just slow down. We gotta agree to the title because I believe you guys got a debate. You feel me? So, is Jesus just a major prophet? Is that the
Yeah,
title you agree with, Himmy?
yeah, we can do
Okay.
that.
So, Issa, is that the title you agree with?
Yeah, we can go with that.
Okay. So, who's the affirmative and who is the negative?
I'm the negative. He said yes. Jesus is just a major prophet.
All right. So, is Jesus just a major prophet? Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, both debaters came up with this topic. And it's going one, going twice, going three times, and it's sold. We got a debate. We got a topic.
Easy
Is
money.
Jesus just a major prophet? We got it. We got it, folks. And that right there is the debate. That's the title. That's what we're gonna go with. That's what we're gonna rock with. These two are getting ready to throw down and get it started and popping. Shout out to Tiger Hunter. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But it don't mean shit, man. I came up with that title myself, bro. You just helped around a little bit. But shout out to Tiger Hunter, man. Um, Hey, any thoughts, anything you gentlemen got to say, man? Anything you want to get off your chest or whatever? Trash talking is included, you know what I'm saying? But keep it straight.
This guy, I don't like. I don't know what he gonna stand on. I don't know how he's gonna prove that I'm finna dismantle that book. Well, he don't even really fully support. That's why I really wanted something that he could. But it's cool. I'll just do what I do because that's one of his firm beliefs that Jesus isn't um, a deity, he isn't God and stuff. So I'll just prove that. But yeah, I hope you come prepared, bro. You're not gonna be able to do all that dancing and stuff you did. You'd be doing in your interview and all in the videos. Now,
I hear your hyperbole. I hear your hyperbole, but you know what I'm saying? I've come very prepared. I got a Quran and the Bible by my side. So
you got you're gonna have to read it and study it, man. And that Quran finna get towed up. I'm sorry. I don't mean to disrespect your faith. I don't mean it, but you saying something that's just not true according to the Bible. And
well,
so I'm gonna have to
I'm
show a
I'm
lot of
saying
people.
that it's Paul that you're following.
No, it's
Since
not.
he is the author of most of your New Testament. So
You made
it
that
is
up.
Paul that you're following. You don't have the revelation of Christ. The only revelation of Christ that you have of any form or capacity is revelation. Everything else is from hanger-ons. And Paul did not walk with Christ. never walked with Christ and stayed in conflict with Christ's true successor, which is Arabic for Shamun, which is Peter. You know what I'm saying? So my charge Islamically is that it is Paul that changed Christ's teachings. It was Paul that told them that they no longer had to obey the law, and that faith in Christ was all that they needed, not obedience to the law. You know, and that was not what Peter
What? That's
and them
false.
presented.
That is false.
Hey,
You're
hey,
making that up.
gentlemen, y'all gotta save it for the ring. All right. Y'all gotta say thing. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that was Himmy the Barbarian, and it's Issa, the Islamic intimidator. The topic is Jesus just a major prophet? You know what I'm saying? Himmy said, hell no, to the no. And Issa said, heck yeah to the yeah. So we got a topic, man. We got it, man. This is the Versus series, bro. This is where the magic happens. And bam, we got a topic just like that, man. I set a new record. 45 minutes and counting. I beat DMG and Ratchet Craig when it came down to actually getting a debate topic set. I'm still undefeated and the fastest negotiator on the planet. Mr. Classic Craig himself, aka the man of many, many sexy voices. But anyway, I just gotta say, man, hey, we're gonna get a time for you to square off. We gotta look at the schedule, we gotta mark it down, we can get it popping, and I gotta find out, or DMG gotta find out, or Ratchet gotta find out when the two of you are free so we can get it popping. Now, Himmy, I need you to state your rank in the ranking series, bro. What's your rank, brother?
I'm number one. Nah, I'm number one, but
Don't ever
officially,
say that out like, man, don't ever. Bro, hey,
officially, I'm number three. You know what I'm saying? They said I'm number three. I feel I'm number one. You know what I'm saying? But officially, yeah, I'm number three.
he's number
Uh,
three. He's
I'm
number
definitely finna rise after this. This is gonna be some type of slaughter. I promise. Like I've been fired up like all week. So um, let's figure out when we can do this. Oh, I'm moving to Texas next week, so I got to close on my house. Uh, so next weekend is not good for me, but anytime probably after that, I'll be available unless we do it before the 25th, which I don't know if he'll be ready that soon.
we'll get it mapped out, man. Congratulations, bro, on moving back home. You get
Gotcha, gotcha.
dirty ass shithole, whatever the hell you was at, you know.
Man, what's up?
You can drink some real Texas water. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm very proud of you getting the hell up out of there, boy. But congratulations to that. You finally a homeowner, brother. Now them taxes gonna kick your ass like it's been kicking my ass.
Taxes, man.
Yeah.
I'm a vet. Yo, I don't pay no taxes.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You Captain America in this hole.
Yeah, pay
Hey,
no
but
taxes.
yeah. But anyway, man, anyway. That's how it goes down. We got the debate set up, man. It's gonna be fire. Is Jesus just a major prophet? Himmy said, hell nah. The Islamic intimidator said, yes, he is. So we gonna see how this play out, man. Shout out to Nobody, shout out to A9, shout out to Domo, shout out to Apollo Bay, shout out to everybody that came through. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, love you. We gonna be back. We gonna be in this mug, and it's gonna be fire. Till the end, just know the Versus series is that pressure. Just know, June 21st, we have Khalid Muhammad. He's debating on the 21st. I forgot his opponent's name, but they're talking about the significance of Islam. Please forgive me for that. We have this Sunday, we have the Scholastic Bully, aka known as Lucifer, versus the former intergalactic champion of the Lion's Den, the electromagnetic Sire, and the one and only warmonger of Naga, Laurel Burns. They're going to be facing off this Sunday. It's gonna be epic. It's gonna be fire, and I cannot wait for this debate. I can't wait for all these damn debates. But anyway, yo, I'm Classic Craig, the man of many, many, many voices, and Mr. Make It Happen. That was Himmy, the biblical barbarian, and that's Issa, the Islamic intimidator. And we are gonna be back with more fire face-offs and debates. Yo, check us out some more, man. But I gotta give it to the one and only man with the power in his hands, the infamous DMG, the poet. Hey, bruh, appreciate you having a song. And now I gotta give it to number one, Neo Love, the mystical, majestic monarch of multiversal and maniacal music. Neo Love, take us home, big brother. Take us home.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Look, hating on me, don't stop. Only help a real cause. Hood legend on some pocket. Manifested till I'm living large. High ballin' cause the sky fallin'. I'ma catch a little piece though. I ain't worried about your little. No, she easy as a free throw. She wanna hold me like ransom. Just cause I'm young and I'm handsome. Tell all these to have a seat. I know that they cannot stand them. Burn it and roll me another one. I do whatever I feel like. I remember when we dreamed about it. Woke up this morning, it's real life. Trade the whip, trade the currency. Moving like it's an emergency. We gotta check out, it's close to 11, so baby ride it with some urgency. I'm just here for the fun part, cause I'm good on the money part. I be leaving in the cold season, coming back for the sunny part. With us and get your money up. With us and get your wig split. Ever since I was a little boy, I've been plotting on the big. Bigger pockets, bigger resume. When you keep it, really resonate. If he really want it, never hesitate. If he mad at me, he better meditate. You ain't gotta like it, you just gotta live with it. Never gave us nothing. Look at what we did with it. In a foreign city, moving like I live in it. Never call them back. Bet you that they still with it. You ain't gotta like it, nah, you just gotta live with it. Never gave us nothing. Look at what we did with it. In a foreign city, yeah, moving like I live in it. Never call them back, nah, I bet you that they still with it. Never had a thing running to my hamstring, cramping up. Moving like a campaign, smooth it with the plantain, damper up.